What is up, guys? 301 here, and welcome to my live reaction and review to The Promised Neverland, chapter 137, Transformation. Alright guys, so last week we pretty much spent the entire chapter in this area, the Seven Walls area, with Ray seemingly not being able to figure it out and looking like he's getting older and older. And we did see Emma vanish and then reappear saying, I figured it out! I think I know how to do this! So, the question is going to be, how? How is she controlling space-time? And what do they need to do to solve this? Let's find out. I can't do this anymore. Lost in a world of confusion, from the depths of despair, he sees Emma, Norman. I'm sorry. Huh? Who? Chapter 137, Transformation. We can see a lot of other demons there, and just a very old man, Ray, lying on the floor. Ray! I think I get it! What's that? How'd you say? Forget what? Who are you, young lady? I love it! That's awesome. Get it, Grandpa! She's like, Emma, are you really? Emma? Of course I am! I understand it now. It's just like you said. Huh? The seven worlds are time and space. And they are unstable here. So, the key is in our heads. It's like, ha-ha! His Ray's like, I don't get it. What now? I love it. He's like, huh? Okay, let's tackle it one step at a time. First, space-time is all messed up here, right? It's unstable, right? And what's more, the locations we're seeing were all connected to places we know. I guess so. Which means the maze is linked to our minds, to both our conscious thoughts and our unconscious. It's like, oh, that makes so much sense, I get that. That is, it's reacting to our consciousness, which means our thoughts are able to change this place. What? In short, it all came from our minds. We didn't realize that here it's actually possible. In this maze, we can transcend space and time. Wait, that's a pretty far out thing. Got any proof? None! I love it. I love Emma. But I managed to do it a little bit, I'm sure. Huh? I wanted very much to revert time, and then I became a little child again. Only I couldn't make it stop. Think about it. Why did you become an old man? How come you turned back? So the trigger was my thoughts. But I've never seen any place like this desert. No. No chance of walking 10 miles here. It's because I was searching for a wide open space. Because the riddle mentioned sand. Now that I think about it, when we got old and young and so on, didn't our bags get destroyed, even our clothes? So it was all a projection of our unconsciousness. Okay? The reason why we got lost so long was that we didn't understand what was happening. We got entangled in it. Without knowing how to look at it the right way. This place has a real form. I'm sure that what will appear when you stop time and make it go back, I'm sure that's what it means when they said the seven walls shall appear. It's real, you know. You can do it too. Use your imagination. Come right. Make time stop a little bit and make it go back. Okay? It all came from our minds. It depends on me. The world can change with a thought. Even a place looking like this. Ha 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 ha. You really have the craziest ideas, Emma. But experimenting with things pays off later, doesn't it? When I was small, I didn't even think that things were too hard to do. That maybe I couldn't do it. I have to remember how it felt. I can do it. Believe it. Without even a shadow of doubt. Stop and go back. Okay. That is an awesome picture right there. Young Emma, young Ray, just standing there. Right, so things are starting to happen. Alright, so it looks like the trees are popping up. What's going on? So it's like an empty space. It changed. Is this the real shape? Wait, could this be cube with 10 miles on each side? We're actually doing it. We're interfering with space-time with our thoughts. Alright, I'm not going to read all that because that's a lot. Hey Emma, could it be that is... Hey, what? Alright, what? So something that... What's this? It's pitch black. See? No. This. This is a hole. Alright, so like a black hole. Alright. So it looks like now we're going to Norman all that because it's like targeting. Not bad. No wonder when they survived the hunting grounds. But no, all of them are not all of them are exceptionally well trained. Our forces will be stronger than I could imagine. So there's training and everything. Right, boss? Okay, give me a second. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any pages. Correct. But they are to be deployed in the furthest rear guard always. That aside, what's the current state of Gillian's group? Moving is foreseen without any issues. What about the preparations for that? Is it usable? I believe there should be enough time. So it looks like he's got multiple plans going at the same time. Then it's our turn to move. The ripples of a strong resolve grow into fearsome waves. Our target is the royal capital. We march. So it looks like they're going. Norman's progressing with his plan, just like he said he would. Alright, chapter 137, and interesting. Alright, anyway guys, just hang on a second and we'll jump straight into the review. Alright guys, so chapter 137 of The Promised Neverland, Transformation. The majority of this chapter is based on Emma and Ray within the Seven Walls and seemingly figuring out how the Seven Walls work. So the Seven Walls work with basically their consciousness and unconsciousness, alright? So basically what they think, how they react to things, all that kind of jazz is what creates the world they're in. The reason they got lost for so long while they were going younger, older, all that was all to their thoughts. So having Emma kind of realize this and coming back just as Ray was literally just giving up, it proved like, and coming back as a young child, Ray went from a super elderly man back to a young kid again, and then they ended up basically reversing time within that desert. The desert turning into a forest, and then into nothingness, and then into this cube with seemingly a hole, a black hole in it. Ray potentially could have figured out what is. That's the real interesting part, because we didn't actually see what ends up after that. Because then we went back to Norman and everybody else, and we basically found out, alright, this is what's going on with Ray, with Norman. He's training all the others, and basically they're like, wow, these guys are actually pretty good, you know, because they're hitting the bullseye, stuff like that. But even then, he said, look, yes, they're very well trained, and that's all good, but they're still going to be in the furthest back rear guard. No exceptions, because this is our fight. We don't want to put them into any more danger than necessary. And I think that's a smart move by Norman, because, well, they've already fought, you know, they've already dealt with a lot. He doesn't want to put any more stress on top of that. And then the chapter basically ends with Norman and everybody marching out, saying, we march, our destination is the royal capital. So as Norman said before Emma and Ray left, look, if you return before we move out and all that kind of stuff, then I will sit there and I will renegotiate with you. But until then, I'm going to proceed as per my plan. So it's very interesting to see that Norman, basically he's doing as he says. Mind you, he's got multiple things going on. He goes, alright, what's going on with Gilda? So the Gilda group, obviously Dawn, Gilda, and Hayato and the girl, the dogs, are looking for Sanju and Musica. And they're like, everything seems to be going according to plan. Nothing unforeseen. Right? He goes, what about that other thing? Will that be usable? And he's like, we still have time. We should be able to do something with it. We don't know what that is. So it's going to be very interesting to see how everything now plays out, because as we know, Norman's got multiple things going, as well as he is marching onward to the royal capital to start the attack, to start the war with the demons, to wipe out the demons. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. I'm very curious, and I'm very, very curious about how this is all going to play out, because it's going to be very, very interesting. But anyway, guys, overall, the art was solid. The art was solid as per normal with The Promised Neverland. Progression, not a ton of progression, but enough to keep us entertained, to show kind of where things are sitting at the moment. So it seems like Emma and Ray have similarly figured out what's going on within the Seven Walls, and things are progressing with them. And Norman has progressed with his thing. Is this happening simultaneously? We do not know. That's the only thing we don't know yet. But I'm saying the way it's kind of been portrayed, that yes, it's been played out on the same lines. So however long it's been, they've been in that world, is the same amount of time in our world, in the main world. And it's just running parallel. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it's seemingly setting up like. Then again, likewise, it could be the complete fucking opposite. The time where Emma Ray is going, the world is going at normal pace, but for them, instead of like one day, it's been like years since they've gone in. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. But anyway, guys, we don't know, and I think that's something we still need to figure out and get definite confirmation on. But at this point, I'm thinking the way it's been portrayed and set up is it's going parallel. So one day there is one day in the real world. That's how it's seemingly been set up. But anyway, guys, overall for this chapter, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. It was a solid chapter. Solid. I enjoyed it. Not super hype. Not super crazy. Things are happening. I gotta feel like the thing with The Promised Neverland, it's very much, it goes into like a lull, and things are building for something big. Something big is coming. It's either going to be the war, or Emma and Ray returning, or both of those. There's going to be some big things coming very, very soon. Within the next few chapters, I would say. But anyway, guys, that is all for me. As always, let me know in that comment section below what you guys thought. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. And as always, I'm 301. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you guys next time with another live reaction and review. Peace.